I'm Cameron Boyd, I'm 31 years old, and I'm a systems engineer. The interest for the medieval stuff for me started many years ago. Specifically what I got interested in was how military technology was used in the medieval period.
Call to arms.
I'm a systems engineer and I manage the systems for complex aerospace and defence projects. That's ranging from aerospace satellite systems, rocket systems, guided missile systems. The link between the medieval gear that I'm in here and what I currently do at work is that this material first provided me the avenue into research, which was the key thing that I gained through my time with the medieval groups. They taught me how to research the period, research history, research the technologies that were involved, the skills, the costumes and the weaponry. That set of research skills then enabled me to do successfully at university, and that skill then contributed to my skills in systems engineering currently. The clientele that we have ranges from people like NASA and the European Space Agency through to Australian Defence Departments and individual commercial contractors that want to have satellites or aerospace systems like unmanned air vehicles actually developed and built. And we actually engineer those systems from scratch, enable them to integrate their technologies into one complete system. How I got into the systems engineering was actually through probably being involved in volunteer aerospace research organisations during my degree. So when I got my degree, I was actually then qualified to actually get involved actively in these sort of projects. I may be an aerospace systems engineer, but the favourite thing I love about my work is the space part. I guess the reason I like rockets and satellites over aircraft and aviation is that it's the only technology that's going to get us off the planet. The ability to engineer complex systems is not something that everybody has. And so in a lot of cases, you have a lot of people who don't believe it's even possible. When they see a complex project, they just don't think all of the pieces are going to fit together. And that's the sort of thing that I really enjoy doing. The traditional approach would be to do a degree in engineering. After that degree is finished, then do 5 to 10 years of experience on engineering projects, and then move further into the systems engineering and project management aspects. I didn't do it that way. I didn't actually complete high school, so there's a good warning for you right there. That then held me back going to university. Then when I found out that you could go to university as a mature age entry student, I quit my night-filled job at the time and went to university. The degree I did at university was actually a Bachelor of Arts. My specialty there was in artificial intelligence and robotic systems. I guess I had a computer from very early, and I was very interested in computer science, I guess, to start off with. And that was coding things in my own spare time, playing strange games, those sorts of things. And that did lead naturally toward the information technology boom, and that was originally where I was employed until the dot-com crash, and then I had to find other employment there. I was involved in volunteer research projects for about 5 to 6 years with the group called the Australian Space Research Institute. They provided hands-on activities. Once I'd learned that then sold me to my employers that are currently employing me. We are already involved in quite a number of research projects that are involved with the Lunar and Mars exploration programs, ranging from satellite systems development through to actually hands-on robotic applications, and that's things like actually dropping a robot onto the surface of the moon, even to things as simple as how do you actually get concrete to set on the moon. The best fun you can have with my job, I suppose, is actually two things, I guess, really. It comes down to the large explosions and the good toys. So I suppose in that regard, I'm a lucky guy. I get to sit at home and work for myself here. But then when I do need to actually don the suit and get out there, I'm going to places like the Defence Science and Technology Organisation in Adelaide, or the UQ or QUT Aerospace and Avionics Labs, out to Woomera to launch rockets, out to Woomera to do other tests for defence out there, like large explosions and air store munition drops, things like that. I guess they're the fun things. They're the things that you make it all worthwhile.